Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Little Red Riding Hood who lived in a small village near a dense forest. She was called Little Red Riding Hood because she always wore a bright red hooded cloak that her grandmother had made for her. One day, Little Red Riding Hood's mother asked her to take some cookies and a bottle of milk to her grandmother, who lived on the other side of the forest. Little Red Riding Hood was excited to see her grandmother and happily set off on her journey. As Little Red Riding Hood walked through the forest, she saw a wolf hiding behind a tree. The wolf asked her where she was going, and Little Red Riding Hood, being a friendly girl, told him all about her plan to visit her grandmother. The wolf suggested that Little Red Riding Hood should take a different path, which would be much shorter and easier to walk. Little Red Riding Hood trusted the wolf and followed his advice, but soon she realized that she had made a mistake. The wolf had tricked her and led her to his own den. When Red realized that the wolf was not taking her to her grandmother's house, she was scared and tried to run away, but the wolf was too strong and caught her. Luckily, a woodsman who was passing by heard Little Red Riding Hood's cries for help and came to her rescue. He fought with the wolf and saved Little Red Riding Hood from danger. From that day on, Little Red Riding Hood learned to be careful and not to trust strangers. She promised to always stay on the path her mother told her to take and to never talk to strangers she met on the way. She also shared her experience with other children in the village, warning them about the dangers of talking to strangers. Little Red Riding Hood learned an important lesson that day, to be aware of strangers and the danger they may pose. She realized that it's always better to be safe than sorry and that it's important to trust her instincts when it comes to staying safe. And with the help of the woodsman, she was able to make it to her grandmother's house safely and with a greater sense of awareness.